talent might not simply be you just not bringing out the scriptures, but not going as far as you can go. Because the Lord knows, He knows how far you can take this thing that He gave you, man. He knows how far you can take that fishing line and throw that line out. He knows how far you can take this thing, man. You know, but I'm gonna keep reading for you. 1 Corinthians 11 and 26 again, on down. For as often as ye eat this bread and drink this cup, ye do show the Lord's death till He come.
Until He comes. You got to constantly be in these scriptures until He comes. You got to constantly eat this scroll, these words, until He comes.
Yep.
Like He told Isaiah, how long? Isaiah asked him, how long shall I keep doing this? He said, until the last desolate.
Until America's destroyed.
Yeah, you got to keep doing it.
Yep. Yep. In which, hey man, we in that time, you know. Wherefore, whosoever shall eat this bread and drink this cup of the Lord unworthily shall be guilty of the body and blood of the Lord.
You shall be guilty of the body of the Lord. Why? Because you trampled on Him.
Yep.
You saw Him as evil, as an unworthy thing. Yeah, unclean. And it tells you that in Hebrews 2. You know, but the Most High is gonna catch you. That just doesn't apply to you 2/3, but it's also our job to tell the terrors of the Lord, to persuade men. And also, it also applies to us too, the brothers that are in the highways and the byways, not just to the ones that are coming in, or to the ones that are out here, the 2/3. But like the brother said, 2/3, their fate is sealed already. But we're out here for the elect. But you know, it's a serious thing when you take part of this table.
Right. And one thing real quick, like it's talking about drinking this cup unworthily. What was it talking about? That cup, the cup of what? Cup of blood. When you come into this truth, it's about blood. Both sides. That's why it said, "I will require your blood." Or the blood, like it said when Esau, destroys this land, he's gonna require his blood. It's all about blood. So that is about like the Indians used to do. They said they used to do the blood brother oath. You know, they
blood brothers.
Yeah, blood brothers. It's like that. Because this thing is about blood. It's about life or death. Like the brothers always say, we're on that death sentence already. You know, if you drink it unworthily, man, you abuse it, you lie about it, you pervert it, whatever. He's gonna require your blood.
And that's what any kind of group or organization. Because this ain't an organization or a group. This is the truth. I mean, you can call it a group, you know. I mean, we are the world of Israel. The world of Israel. But with any kind of organization or anything, man, hey, the only way out is really through death. Like these secret societies, or even what the Italians was doing up in the Americas in the early 1930s, 1940s, and 50s. The mafia, man, what they call Cosa Nostra. You know, basically, you know, you get into it. You know, ain't no other way out. Ain't no way out. When you're initiated into it, or let's say you gotta like kill somebody. You know what I'm saying? You gotta basically prove your worthiness to the mafia. So you go out and make it first hit. You kill somebody, and basically, when you fully become a part of it, like they have certain steps. When you fully become a part of it, they like prick your finger. They cut your finger, and I'm not sure if it's like a picture or if it's some kind of writing. I think it's some kind of writing, man. But you'll put your blood on that writing or that picture, and they'll burn it. But after that, you're a part of it for life. So nothing is done really without blood, man.
Death do us part.
Right, to death do us part. And hey, man, it's some ugly looking pictures in the mafia movies, man. Like after that person has broke the oath, you know, they basically didn't want to do it no more. You found out what happened to that person, man, and it wasn't a good look. You know, you found them hanging upside down with their eyeballs gashed out, with their head beat in. They look like a molten image or something. Their face looks like a pancake. You know, you can't recognize them. They don't look human no more. And that's what the Most High do to you if you follow out this truth, man. You know, the Lord will put the spirit on you to make you commit suicide, man. The Lord has suicide demons set up for you, man. Hey, he showed you that with Judas. He showed you that with Judas. And they even showed you in the movie, The Passion of the Christ, man. You know, they showed you in that movie, hey, which it doesn't tell you that demons was messing with Judas, but if you know the scriptures, you know that was what was happening to him. And basically, he tried to get him money back, throw the silver back, and it was like, we don't want that, you know. And everywhere he was going, he had those little kids. First, it was just little kids messing with him. They was fucking with him, like poking him with a stick, and they would ask him, "Are you alright?" You know what I'm saying? And he was like, "Get away from me, get away from me." He was like, "Nah, he have a devil," you know, showing them bugging out. Their eyes was getting all crazy. They were missing teeth, and the bags were under their eyes, and their image was real dark looking. And out of nowhere, all these kids, those was demons though. They weren't kids. After a while, it was a whole bunch of demons that was fucking with him. And then he looked like a dead horse or something. You know what I'm saying? But there wasn't no other choice. He had to hang himself. That was the only way he could escape. So the only way.
Being tormented.
Yeah.
Spirits. You know, they got on him, and like the brother said, and even in the gospel it says, once you clean out your house, talking about your body, you know, you purge yourself with unleavened bread. But then those spirit that he leaves and he comes back and he sees that the house is clean, but he brings with him 7 more wicked spirits than himself. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that's exactly what happened to Judas Iscariot. He was, you know, more demons came on him and it bugged him out to the point where, you know, he had no other option but to hang himself. Yep,
that's the only way he could escape, man. And that's scary. Because, hey, man, we was all in the world at one point. You know what I'm saying? We was all in the world. You know the stuff you did in the world. You had one demon on you. So all that stuff that you was doing, that was that one demon. You know what I'm saying? And that time when you was smoking weed or committing adultery, eating that pork, eating catfish or lobster, crab, you know, out doing all kind of wickedness. You was in that gang shit. You was in the gang stuff or whatever. You was getting tattoos, going to the barber shop, getting a clean cut, looking like a damn Egyptian. That's what that shit goes back to. It goes back to the Egyptians, man. And they fresh lining, looking good for the bitches, but you had one demon on you. You come into the truth, clean yourself out, you know, clean your mind out, basically, you know? So that house is swept and garnished, you know? That demon is gone. But what happens is you start basically being wicked again. And to the point to where you're fully out of the truth, and then that demon sees an opening. It's like, all right, it's time to go back. This time that one demon, he don't just come back by himself. He brings some friends with him. And they're gonna have a house party, man. And they're gonna party inside of you until you destroy it, man. That's scary as hell. It's scary as hell, man. So you true to fear the Lord, man. You're not gonna follow out this truth, you know? Like I said, want me to finish this?
Yeah.
1 Corinthians 11 and 29. For he that eateth and drinketh unworthily eateth and drinketh damnation to himself.
Right. You basically cut your own self and you judge your own self according to the scriptures, or like you're just gonna meet your fate. You know, you're gonna be destroyed for eating unworthily. You weren't doing it sincerity and truth. You came, whatever it was for you to come in, whether for to receive glory of men or for your own self. I mean, whatever it is, you know, or you just got tired of it. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be now you set yourself up for damnation.
Yep. And
you're gonna be destroyed. That's why when you come into this, man, you gotta prepare yourself. It tells you that in the scriptures. You gotta sit down and be like, okay, man, you gotta know the severity of serving the Lord. Because it's the Most High, he's a man of war, he's a real man. He ain't looking for backsliders, man. He ain't looking for kids, little children. Grown ass men that act like little children. They just wanna eat,